Good morning, students. This is Miss Griffith. I have a math lesson here for you today. This math lesson is going to help us to understand two-dimensional shapes. Two-dimensional shapes are shapes that are flat. This worksheet is going to help us to look at the amount of sides and the number of corners on these shapes as well. The directions say, look at the example, then solve. We need to first look at the example that was given to us. The example says that these three shapes in this box are triangles. These three shapes in this box are rectangles, and these three shapes in this box are hexagons. Triangles, rectangles, and hexagons. Now that we have looked at the example, we can go ahead and solve the questions. The directions tell us to count sides and corners and then to name the shape. This shape here has three sides. This is a side right here. This is a side, and this is a side. This shape has three sides, and then it also has three corners. Because this shape has three sides and three corners, it is a triangle. This shape looks like the shapes in the triangle example. I am going to write the word triangle on the line provided for me because I know the shape given to me is a triangle. Moving on to number 2. I see the shape and I see 4 sides. I'm going to go ahead and count the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 sides and there are 4 square corners as well. Excuse me. Because this shape has 4 sides and 4 square corners, it is considered a rectangle. The shape here looks like the shapes in this box in the example, so I know that it is a rectangle. I'm going to write the word rectangle on the line below. Now for questions 3 and 4, we need to name the shape just like we did for numbers 1 and 2, but we also need to count the number of sides and corners. Looking at number 3, this shape here, the first thing I'm going to do is count the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 sides. Excuse me. And I'm now going to count the corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 sides and 6 corners. Because I have 6 sides and 6 corners, and because this shape looks like a shape provided in the hexagon example, I know that this shape is a hexagon. I'm going to write the word hexagon on the line provided. Now moving on to number 4. I'm looking at this shape here, and my job is to count the number of sides and then name the shape. I'm going to begin by counting the number of sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 sides on this shape, and now I'm going to count the number of corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 sides and 6 corners. This shape looks like a shape that was given to me in the hexagon example, so I know that this is also a hexagon. The shapes in number 3 and number 4 are very different. However, they are both hexagons. Oh, looks like I missed the A here. Let me go ahead and erase that. Even Miss Griffith makes mistakes sometimes. And when I do make a mistake, I just erase and try it again. Although these shapes look very different, they are considered hexagons because of the number of sides and the number of angles. Now that I have worked my way through number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4, I'm going to go ahead and work on the rest of the questions here. Number 5 says to color the triangle green, color the rectangle red, color the hexagon yellow. For this activity, I can flip my page back over to help me by looking at the examples if needed. So the first thing is to color the triangle green. I'm going to flip back over and use the information I have to help me. This shape is a triangle because it has 3 sides and 3 corners. I need to see which one of these shapes has 3 sides and 3 corners. I'm going to start with this shape and count. 1, 2, 3, 3 sides. And now I'm going to count the corners. 1, 2, 3, 3 corners. This first shape has 3 sides and 3 corners, and it is a triangle, so I'm going to color it green, just like it suggested. Now, the next part of this problem is asking me to color the rectangle red. I'm going to flip back over and look what a rectangle is. A rectangle has 4 sides and 4 square corners. I'm going to jump to this shape here and count the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sides. And now I need to count the corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 corners. Because the shape has 4 sides and 4 square corners, this is a rectangle, so I'm going to color it red, just like the problem asked me to do. And last but not least, I have this shape in the middle. Again, I'm going to flip my paper back over and use the information given to help me. These shapes are all hexagons. And if I look down here to 3 and 4, I know that hexagons have 6 sides and 6 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sides and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 corners, so this shape is a hexagon. I'm coloring it yellow, just like the problem asked me to do. I'm going to go ahead and stop here for the sake of time. Thank you guys for sticking with me and watching the video. This video helped us to explore 2-dimensional shapes. Bye.